Today, I got the top 5 most overpowered guns to show you guys, and I gotta say, this list is gonna be absolutely amazing. We got a mix of SMGs and a mix of ARs on this one as well, and we got a bonus sniper that I'm gonna show you guys too, because I really love sniping with this gun lately. Now, first off, we're gonna get into this list, and we're gonna start it off strong with the Lachmann Sub. Probably one of the best guns in the game, super disgusting, and if you use the right class for it, you will definitely go off on people. Now, before we get into this video, guys, if you could drop a like, sub to the channel, and turn those notifications on, that would be absolutely amazing. Alright, guys, let's get straight into it. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another top 5 Modern Warfare 2 most overpowered guns class setup in the game. So we're gonna get into this. Like I said, we're gonna start off with the Lachmann Sub, probably one of the better weapons to use in the game, and I want to say this class is very untraditional of me to use, and there's a few reasons for that. You guys are going to see, but if you look at the gameplay in the background, it doesn't matter because this gun is actually really dang nice. So it's not going to be your fastest MP5 class, but it's going to be a very powerful one, and it's going to work at all ranges. So that's what makes this one amazing. So the first one is going to be an optional attachment. You can choose to run 4 or 5 attachments on this class. I'm going to give you all 5, and I'm going to tell you that this one is the one that you could take off if you want, and that is the stock, and it is going to be the LM stockless mod. This gives you ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and hip recoil control. The thing that's really nice about this is that it makes this gun a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and all that. But if you see the gameplay in the background, I don't actually have that attachment on. It's not tunable, so if you decide to take it off, don't worry about it, guys. The next attachment is going to be the rear grip, and that's the Lachmann TCG10, and this gives you recoil control. And then when you go into the tuning, you get that recoil control already as a pro, but you could also tune it to give you more ADS and more sprint to fire. It's going to give you a little bit less recoil control than if you had that to the max, but it doesn't matter because you get even more ADS and even more sprint to fire with that attachment on. Now, an untraditional attachment that I always recommend not to put on, I actually have on this class, and that's the 50-round drum. Whenever there's a drum mag, I don't recommend putting it on because it makes everything so slow, but for some reason on the Lachmann Sub, the MP5, it still feels very nice. So definitely go ahead and throw that on, and it's not going to be too much of a con on that weapon. Go into the underbarrel, we got the Lachmann or Lock Grip Precision 40. This gives you hip fire accuracy, recoil steadiness, and aim walking steadiness, which is really nice. And then we're going to put the hip walking speed almost to the max, not all the way, and the ADS speed, we're going to put it all the way to the max in the tuning. Then the final attachment for this one is the FTAC M Sub 12-inch barrel. This one gives you bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. Like I said, this gun is built for all ranges. It's really nice, and if you do decide to put on the 5th attachment, which is the stockless stock, it's going to be really good as well. So this one, I would tune it to give you recoil steadiness and aim down sight speed as well, ADS speed. So that's the MP5 class. You guys saw the gameplay. It's disgusting. It's a nice gun, and it really goes off on people. The next weapon on this list, we're going to go down to the Chimera. Now, this is a gun that a lot of people seem to have forgotten about since it was released, but it's really nice as well. So the first attachment on this one is going to be the stock, and that's the Ravage 8. This one gives you crouch movement speed, sprint speed, and ADS speed. So it's the only one, the only stock. There's only 2 of them for this gun. It's the only one that actually gives you speed boosts and stuff. And then in the tuning, I put the ADS all the way up and the aim walking speed almost all the way to the max. And the reason I put that is because when you're ADSing, you want to be able to strafe left and right really fast, and this helps you do that, so that's nice. The next one is the rear grip, and that's the Bruin Flash Grip, which gives you sprint to fire speed and ADS speed. This is really nice to throw on to an assault rifle because they're pretty slow to begin with, so if you throw that on, it just makes it a lot better. And again, ADS and sprint to fire in the tuning, I put all the way up. The 45-round mag is what you want to throw on for the magazine. Unfortunately, you can't put on 60. I wish you could. It's an assault rifle, you should be able to, but unfortunately you can't. Now, we can't put a muzzle on because we already get a suppressor on this weapon, and I think it does give you some recoil control, which is really nice, so don't worry about that. It's a free attachment for you guys right there. But if you do decide to put a barrel on, it gets rid of that muzzle. Keep that in mind. I didn't put a barrel on this class. Instead, what I put on was the underbarrel, and that's the X10 Nexus grip, which gives you aiming idle stability and recoil stabilization. It's cool as well. In the tuning, like I said, aim walking speed slightly up and aim down sight speed all the way up to the max. And then the final attachment is the .300 BLK overpressured P ammunition, and this just makes your target flinch a lot more. So if someone's head glitching and stuff and you start shooting at them, it's gonna kind of ruin their accuracy by making them flinch and stuff. So I really like that right there. That is it for this class. It is nice, and yeah, definitely go ahead and go off on people with it. Going on to another weapon on this list, at number 3 we got the Minibak. Now, the Minibak is a gun that a lot of people just don't seem to be using as much, and the great thing about this is you don't even need to put on an extra magazine or anything like that because you already get 64 rounds in this mag, so it's really nice. The first attachment is going to be the muzzle, and that is the AVR T90 comp. This gives you horizontal and vertical recoil control, and then for the tuning, I put the ADS and the gun kick control all the way up on that one. The next one, we don't need a barrel, we're just going to go straight onto the laser, and that's the Curio Las 44 V3, which gives you ADS speed and aiming stability. Now your laser is visible when ADSing, but I kind of use that to my advantage, and I'll tell you guys what to do as well. If you see an enemy and you're hiding behind a wall or something like that, aim down sights. He's gonna think that you don't know he's there. He's gonna see your laser. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna catch this dude off guard, and then you just smack him once he turns that corner. It's good. Play with the laser, man. Use it to your advantage, and yeah, just do what you gotta do. The optic is gonna be the Slimline Pro, which is great. And then for the tuning, I put it to close because I prefer that, and then I put the ADS all the way up as well. This stock is untunable, so you can't tune it, but it is the stock list, the VLK stock list. Again, you get ADS, sprint to fire, movement speed, and hip recoil control. Why wouldn't you want that? It's good to have. And then the final attachment for this one is the True Tack grip for the rear grip for sprint to fire and ADS. And of course in the tuning, you guys already know we're gonna throw both of those all the way to the max as well. Now going on to another weapon on this list at the number 4 spot. Actually, before we do, I'll give you guys the bonus weapon, and that's the sniper right here. I didn't get to make the class. It's already pro tuned and everything. This is it. You get it in the battle pass. It's actually a nice sniper, and I'm gonna tell you guys, out of all the kills I've gotten with this, all the shots I've taken with this, I think I've only ever gotten 1 hit marker, and I'm not even over exaggerating here. Like 1 hit marker with this gun. It is disgusting, and it'll drop people with a lot of power. So definitely go ahead and use that. All right, going down to the next weapon here. We got the Fennec. Now the Fennec is my favorite gun. I love it. All right, it's one of my guns. It's my go-to gun. If I'm having a bad game, I whip this thing out and it turns the game around for me, and I start doing amazing. So the Fennec is great, and this is the class I use for it. The barrel is the Fennec Covert Force, which gives you sound suppression, damage range, hipfire accuracy, bullet velocity. Doesn't seem that nice, but the tuning is really nice. So you put it up to give you recoil steadiness and ADS speed all the way up. Throw it all the way up there and have fun with it, and that attachment's going to do good. The underbarrel is going to be the F-Tac Tiger Grip, which gives you aiming idle stability, which is great. So when you're aiming down sights, before you shoot, your gun's not swaying everywhere. It gives you hip fire accuracy again, which is great. When you get up close with someone, you could hip fire this gun. The sprint to fire is pretty fast on this one. So yeah, you should be able to kill them before even ADSing, before they could even react. And then it gives you recoil stabilization, which is great as well. The tuning on that one is ADS all the way up and aim walking speed slightly up. I have it at 0.12. Going down to the next attachment, we got the stock, which is the F-Tac X Command stock. This only gives you recoil control, but when you tune it, I left it both, like I didn't even put ADS up or recoil control up. I left them both at 0, and the reason for that is because I want all the recoil control I could get while still maintaining the ADS. So that's why I left that one like that. And this gun does have a lot of kicks, so you want that recoil control, so you could go for those mid-range shots. The rear grip is the Fennec Rubber Grip, which is sprint to fire speed, ADS speed. You already know the tuning. I don't got to get into that. It's going to be all the way up. And then the final one is the Fennec 45 round mags. So that's going to be it for that class right there. Now the final weapon on this list is the Kastov 545, not the 74U, the Kastov 545. This is a really good gun. Again, I haven't played with it in a couple of days since I made my last video on this one. It's at level 18 out of 19, so I can't tune it yet, but this class, even before I could tune it, is really good. So the barrel is the IGK 3406mm. That is a mouthful of words right there, or letters at least. This one gives you bullet velocity, recoil control, damage range, hipfire accuracy. Great barrel in my opinion. And then we're not going to run a muzzle, no laser, no underbarrel, no ammunition, nothing like that. We're going to go straight down to the magazine, and that's going to be the 45 round mags. Now you do get a 60 round mags, and it's not a drum, but it takes a lot away from the mobility. So your ADS, your sprint to fire, your reload quickness, your movement speed, all that's going to be a lot slower if you throw the 60 on. So I kept the 45, and it's doing pretty good. The Slimline Pro optic is going to be what you're going to use for the optic. Now I'm going to say, if you are tuning this, put it to close and set the ADS all the way up for that one right there. The stock is going to be the Marquise R7 stock, which gives you crouch movement speed. I don't use that too often, but it also gives you sprint speed, which is nice on an AR. You can run a lot faster, you don't have to switch weapons, and it gives you ADS speed, which is cool. And then the final attachment is the rear grip, and that's the True Tack grip for sprint to fire and ADS. You guys already know me. Once I'm able to tune it, ADS and sprint to fire is going up on that one right there, all the way to the max. That's going to be it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel. If you want to see some other class setups, make sure to click the video on screen right here. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.